What's going on? Welcome back to Real World Tool Reviews. And I have been seeing a lot of videos as we're getting towards the end of the year about top 10 tools that guys bought in 2022. And, my top 10 tools of 2022. There's been several great videos that guys have done. And I figured, well, I could do that, but I figured I would do something a little more unique since our channel is a little more unique. I'm going to do my top 10 tools that I found at estate sales, my top 10 estate sale tool finds. I found some really good ones this year that I have gone into my, everyday rotation that I use all the time and that I love, and they've been really good additions to the collection. So I'm going to start here with number 10. These are loosely in order. The top is definitely number 1, but this is number 10 right here. I'm cheating, obviously. But it's just all these little pliers I found this year. These little tools have really been awesome. I found all these this year. The best one is the 6-inch Kleins. These are awesome. I use them in the shop now all the time. They're great little 6-inch lineman pliers, and they don't make these anymore. And I'm so glad that I found them. This is awesome. I love these. And then a couple of these little tiny slip joint Dimaloy pliers, the Diamond K14s. If you ever find a pair of these, pick them up. USA little slip joints. These are so handy in the shop. And here's another little Dimaloy spring needle nose. These little Crestalloy cutters, they're chipped on the end, but who cares? They're beautiful, and I put these red handles on them. Just handy little cutters. I use these little pliers in the shop like super frequently. And then I love these little tiny, get that to focus, SnapOn little needle nose. I'm going to put some little handles on these too. But these live in my favorite drawer in my toolbox, which is my little tools and 1/4-inch sockets and stuff. Anytime I need something little, I go to this drawer. It's probably my favorite drawer in the toolbox, to be honest. Full of some really good stuff. We'll do a toolbox tour soon. You guys are always asking about it. I promise we'll do it. But that's number 10, is all those little pliers. Number 9 is 2 sets of slip joint pliers. And I'll put these in the background. These 2 sets of slip joint pliers have been very useful for me since I got them this year. This is like a 10-inch pair of Bonnie ones with the 2 different, nut rounders sections there, and just good teeth, good cutters, just a beast of a pair. And they got cool handles. They really feel good, and they're just super, super handy for grabbing stuff. I keep these in the main tool bag and use them all the time. These ones I use in the shop all the time. I've talked about them. I put them in my favorite tools video. Ever since I got them, I've just been obsessed with them. The Uticas. The estate sale tools are like, you find them and you use the ones that you like. That sometimes the ones that you find aren't anything special or anything expensive or anything cool. It's just, it's whatever's cool to you, and these are cool to me. I love the way they work. I love the teeth. I love the cross hatching and the nice teeth there, and I love the cutters. It's just an awesome style of pliers. So that's number 9. So 10 and 9, all pliers. Number 8 is going to be these three here. I'm grouping these together. I found them all separately this year. The first one was this breaker bar, Snap-on breaker bar, 1/4 inch. Just a beautiful little breaker bar. It's an old Snap-on. It's the old school cursive Snap-on, you know. And I found this, and it got me on the hunt. The reason I put this in the top 10 is because, you know, I found this stuff, and it really got me into looking for 1/4 inch Snap-on stuff, and it made me believe that someday I could find a full 1/4 inch set. So I got two little Snap-on extensions now, a 6 inch and a 2 inch or something. So that right there is hope. It's belief that someday I'll have a full Snap-on vintage 1/4 inch set, and wouldn't that be cool? So those are really good finds, I think. Where were we at? Number 7. These pliers got their own designation away from these other small ones because they're a little bigger and they just deserve to be on their own. These are the Diamond 8 inch Lineman pliers, and these have been a game changer for me. I did not have a set of 8 inch Lineman pliers before I got these, and they changed the way that I use my electrical pouch now. They go here because when I'm using Lineman pliers, like this is my kit that I use for hanging light fixtures mostly, and so like I'm up on a step ladder a lot of the time using these electrical tools. So I didn't really need a full size pair of, you know, Kleins like this, which is what these are the ones I had, and I had to have those here, and they're kind of big for this, and then I would have my strippers up front, and it was kind of just like heavier and more of a pain this way. And when I got these, I just got to looking at them, and I was like, this is perfect for, you know, a substitute for these. So now it's streamlined it to where that works perfect. And the best thing about it is just using these is so easy. They're beautiful, and I love these green plastic handles. They're super comfortable to use, and it's just a beautiful pair of pliers. Great cutters, great little size to just kind of twist a few wires together, cut some stuff up on a ladder, doing light fixtures or whatever. Like a lot of your everyday electrical work, you don't need the full size Lineman pliers. So I was super happy with that. So put them here. A lot of pliers. So where are we at? Number 6. Number 6 is just going to be a screwdriver. It's going to be this 10-in-1 screwdriver. It's just a 10-in-1 brand. And what I love about this screwdriver is, first off, it's the tri-lobe design, which fits my hand really well. I love that it's like I can always get a good twist on this tri-lobe design. I love it. And the other thing about it is this is such a green, neon green color that I can always see it. And I've just been using it a ton and loving it since I got it. I got it pretty recently, actually, but I think this is deserving of number 6. It's just a perfect, I love a good estate sale find that I got this for $1, and it has been worth $20 to me, at least. It's got your Torx and stuff, and 1/4 inch and 5/16 nut driver, square, and Phillips and flat, you know, both kinds, small and big. Just your classic multi-bit screwdriver, but it's just a design that works for me really well. So I love it. Number 6, just a 10-in-1 that I found. You just can't, it's like, if you go to Home Depot or something looking for something like this, you won't find one as nice as this, you know? Number 5, a hammer, an old hammer that has a really, really well made handle. It is just I would guess maybe a 12-ounce hammer or something like that. It's just a really nice tool. And there's something about it that just feels right, and I keep it up here. And this is like my little tap hammer for on the bench. It's got a good tight fit on the head, and this handle feels so good. It was somebody's go-to hammer in a shop that they were having an estate sale at. I could tell that this was the hammer that this guy used. It was next to his, main kind of like workstation, and I could just tell that was the hammer that this guy used all the time, and now it's the hammer I use all the time. So that's number 5. Number 4 is this wrench. Now, as y'all know, I've gotten a lot of adjustable wrenches over the last year. But this Crestalloy one was straight up garbage when I found it. And I did a pretty successful restoration on this. It's not perfect, but I put a lot of work into making this adjustable wrench as beautiful as it is. And it is so smooth now and just such a beautiful wrench. I'm just really pleased with it. And it's kind of the first 10-inch Crestalloy that I've had, and I just love it. Enough said. It's kind of like what started me getting into these tool restorations and stuff was this wrench. So that's what puts it at number 4. I use it in the shop. Now, the last 3 are 3 tools that have made it into these have all made it into the rotation. Like, this has been a big time user for me. So has this, and so have these little pliers. But these 3 have been like absolute bread and butter since I got them. And this one right here is just a flathead screwdriver. It's a Stanley 100 Plus flathead screwdriver. It is the best big flathead I've got now. It has got a big, nice handle. It's got a nice hex bolster. It's got a big flathead tip. It's just the perfect screwdriver. I don't know what else to say. It's a big, beefy, packed with features flathead. It's awesome. It's a great pry bar. It's a great flathead screw turner. I actually used a wrench on it one time. This thing is just awesome, and I found it in an estate sale. It's an old USA-made Stanley. You can't buy these anywhere. It's the type of thing that you can only get at a yard sale or an estate sale, or maybe on eBay or something for $1 million. But this is my everyday big flathead in my main tool bag. It's awesome. I love it. I'm so glad I found it. It is number 3. Number 2 is very similar in that I use it at least once. I use this at least once a week. I don't use Hacksaw as much as I use this every other day at least. This is the Crescent Tool Company, Jamestown, New York, number 1047 Hacksaw. This Hacksaw is another one of those things at an estate sale is the only place you can find this, at a thrift store, yard sale, estate sale. You can only get something like this at a place like that. They don't sell a hacksaw like this anymore. You cannot get something this nice anymore. This thing is just the bomb. I love this hacksaw so damn much. It's ridiculous. It's just one of those simple designs that it's just so much better than stuff you get now. It's adjustable. You can put long blades on it if you want. You can adjust it all the way out to there. Or you can get a real short blade if you want to and make it into a real short little hacksaw. I've got kind of a medium blade on there now. But, you know, I need hacksaws, and maybe I won't fumble with this blade on the video, but it's just a beautiful freaking hacksaw. The handle is so good feeling. It's just a super fantastic tool, and it's just the kind of thing you can only get in an estate sale. And it's number 2 on the list. These two right here, you go back and forth. They could all be number 1. You know, all this stuff is like just such good shit. It's like it's stuff that they just don't make anymore. You can't buy it at the store, and that's the point of going to these sales. Now, number 1 was a no-brainer for me, and that's this set right here. This little 1/4-inch socket set. This is my number 1 tool find of the year. I paid like $10 for it. It is the Craftsman 1/4-inch set. It's a little Craftsman 12-point 1/4-inch socket set, 3/16 to 1/2 inch. But I found another set and sold it, but kept a lot of the. It didn't have the. When I found this set, it didn't have all the accessories, and I found another set this year, sold that, but kept all these accessories. So it has the flexible, the breaker bar, the 2 extensions, the little T-handle thing, this little slidey guy. I love this flexible extension. And the thumb wheel ratchet. It's just a beautiful little 1/4-inch ratchet. And I cleaned all this stuff up. And this little 1/4-inch socket set it's just the shit. I mean, it's awesome. Just to work on something small, I just grab this thing and take care of it. Whatever it is, I take care of it. I just love it. It's number 1 because it was fun to collect all the accessories for it and get it all set up. And then one thing that I have the spinner somewhere. Somewhere around here I've got the spinner handle for it too. But it's just the perfect little set, and the reason it's number 1 is because it was so much fun to collect this and get it the way I want it with all the accessories. You know, it's just a fun thing to do, and that's what I hope to do someday with this little Snap-on 1/4-inch set. So you guys that have been watching the videos, you know that I've picked up a lot of stuff over this last year. And some of it might have been cooler than others, but this is my favorite stuff that I picked up. I mean, it just is. It's my favorite stuff that I picked up this year. I feel like it might be underwhelming to some people because this stuff might not be as cool to you as some of these other top 10 tools videos that guys have done where they got really nice stuff. And I bought some really nice stuff too this year, but none of it means as much to me as stuff like this because it just means a little more when I think a lot of this stuff was probably used for a long time by somebody who, you know, really took care of it, and it served somebody else really well, and it continues to serve me really well because it was made really well, made to last. That's why it's still here. That's why it still holds some value. It's still worth picking up. And a lot of this stuff is way better than pretty much anything you can get now in your Home Depot or whatever. So that's my top 10 estate sale tool finds of 2022. I hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments if you guys found some good stuff this year. What's your favorite stuff? If you've watched some of the tool hauls this year, what were some of your finds that you thought were the coolest out of those videos? Let us know in the comments. But it's been a great year. I pretty much started the YouTube channel pretty much at the beginning of 2022, and it's been almost a year since the first video, and we're up to we're getting close to 2,000 subscribers in the first year, which is just crazy amazing. I can't thank you guys enough. I know you guys love these tool hauls. A lot of you guys do. So this is the culmination of this year, and I think 2023 is going to be even better. We're going to find even more awesome stuff, so I can't wait. So anyway, thanks for watching.